In Motor City, Alan Ritchson plays John Miller, a blue-collar auto worker living in 1977 Detroit, who's framed as a drug dealer by a local gangster, played by Ben Foster, with designs on his girlfriend, played by Shailene Woodley, sparking a violent battle on the streets of the titular Motor City. Now, I can't blame you for thinking, based on the description, that Motor City sounds awfully familiar. We've all seen revenge movies about wrongly accused badasses, but it's the execution which makes this truly unique, with it having been invited to both TIFF and the lofty Venice International Film Festival. You see, Motor City has no dialogue. Well, okay, it has about 5 small sentences and a lot of grunting during the fights. But the art of the movie is that director Potsy Ponciroli and writer Chad St. John have done away with any and all exposition, totally relying on the movie's imagery and impressive soundscape to do the heavy lifting. John Woo tried something similar with Silent Night, but Motor City's execution is better, without them relying on an easy gimmick where the lead is mute. Everyone in Motor City can talk, they just don't, or rather, when they do, we don't hear them. While some may cringe at how pretentious that sounds, Motor City is anything but. It's actually a rollicking action flick serving as a great launching pad for Reacher's Alan Ritchson, with this being the first of a slate of action movies he has coming out over the coming months. While you never hear him talk, you get all that you need to get about Miller throughout, including his history as a Vietnam vet turned ex-con, his romance with Woodley's character, and his rivalry with Foster's drug-addled demented gangster. Ritchson has a marvelously expressive face that becomes a huge advantage for a movie like this, along with his intensity and, of course, his imposing build that made him a star on Reacher. The action sequences are all hard-hitting and ultra-violent, with this proudly R-rated. Ponciroli had a whale of a time staging carnage to an impressive selection of needle drops as well, supervised by none other than Jack White, from the early and slightly anachronistic use of David Bowie's Cat People and the more rockin' album mix, not the Giorgio Moroder version, to Fleetwood Mac's The Chain, and so on. The score by Steve Jablonsky is likewise strong, with it his best work in years, and the action is ferocious, with an especially good mano-a-mano fight between Ritchson and co-star Pablo Schreiber, who plays a crooked cop, being the action highlight. The cast is strong, with Woodley bringing humanity to a role that could have easily been pretty thin, being either a simple femme fatale type or, an innocent goody two-shoes, and she's really neither. Foster also has a great time as a slick, weasel-like 1970s scumbag, with it looking like he raided the Bee Gees' wardrobe for some of his clothing choices. I also dug the Bears' Lionel Boyce and Willow's Amar Chadha Patel as Miller's ride-or-die Nam buddies, who help him inflict maximum carnage in the movie's gore-soaked finale. While the idea of a dialogue-free action movie might not be everyone's cup of tea, I found myself riveted by the craft demonstrated by Ponciroli. Given Ritchson's rising fame, this could be a movie that does a whole lot better than you might assume, given its kind of hard to sell gimmick. It's a total blast, and I give it a very strong 8 out of 10.